guys, it is November 20th. I'm out here on a piece of property where I actually haven't got to deer hunt yet this year. It's a little piece of private. It's about 40 acres, but most of it's open field with some pine trees. My wife's sitting about 150 yards away from me, and she has both her buck tags, and she can shoot a doe with one of them. But I only have a doe tag, so that's my mission tonight. I'm sitting on the ground. I made my little homemade ground blind set up, and I'm tucked up underneath this pine tree pretty good, so I'm expecting a deer to come from my west, the left over my shoulder, and start to head towards her. So if it's doe, it's getting shot at. If it's a buck, gotta let it go, and hopefully she gets a crack at it. So that's the game plan for tonight. Got a west wind, so it's kind of in my favor. Hit me in the back and going straight across, so these deer shouldn't smell me straight out of work. I got some crappy camo I throw on, and for gun season it's nice because you can move around and not have to worry about keeping your scent down if you play the wind right. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm hoping to do. So hopefully we can get one down tonight. Well, I hope I got that on camera. That was pretty cool. Everything happens for a reason. I strongly believe that. I'm sitting in this pine tree. I'm starting to doze off. We got about half an hour of light left. And I don't know why, but I heard like 2 thuds. Like it sounded like somebody dropping something heavy. It didn't sound like a deer or nothing like that. And I've had those before where it kind of wakes you up. You're like, maybe higher power's trying to tell me something. So I wake up, I get a snap, I'm scanning the field. I just happened to look over my shoulder, and there's a little crappy pond back here. It's more of a water hole, but it turns into a pond on a wet year. Look over and I see a head and a flicking tail. And I was like, oh, that's a doe. So I moved my tripod and both my tripod, my camera arm, and my tripod over. And I'm kneeling down. I'll show you guys. This is my blind. All this stuff is just mesh netting, and I got those carbon fiber poles you put up next to your driveway in the winter time. I duct taped them. I ground them down to a point, and I zip tied this mesh netting so I can stake it out really quick, sit up, tight against something. And it's not the best blind, but it covers your body from pretty much your neck down. Well, she came in, she was moseying around. I didn't want to take a brush shot. Well, then I seen another one back there. I don't know if it was a doe or buck, but I think it was another doe. So, I don't know if that deer kind of pushed her a little bit to come out, but she came right out in this opening and gave me a frontal shot. As soon as she came out, she was looking at me. It's been swirling wind all night, but she was looking right at me. So I put it right between the chest and the brisket and let her eat the 350. So, my wife's actually getting down now. I can see her getting down. I told her to come over here. I know the other deer's around because it didn't take off. I didn't know what happened. And the other one only went about 30 yards and dropped. So I'm going to try and get her over here set up, and I'm going to try and push this pond. We got about 20 minutes of light left. So I'm going to try and push this pond and see if that thing will jet out, and maybe she'll get a crack at a deer. So Michigan gun season, you never know what to expect. But that's a good feeling to drop a deer like that. That's for sure.
Hey guys, well, found him. Thought it was a doe, but it ended up turning to be a button buck. He had to rub down his buttons almost all the way. Dropped him on the spot. He got up and then went about 20 yards and dropped again. So definitely not a big deer, but I'm going to try and donate this one if there's any butcher shops open this late. So another good Michigan deer kill.